Hi, Sven. Hi, Gunchan, and welcome to Goodera. I feel completely honored to be sitting with you today and discussing the workings of your non-profit Open Minds project and celebrating the World Youth Skills Day together. And we will now be starting with our interview. And if it's okay, can I start with my first question?
Yes, you're welcome. We
Yes,
are
welcome.
delighted to try to answer your questions too.
Perfect. So, my first question is, what is the significance of celebrating this day?
From the very beginning of Openmind Project, we wanted to help less privileged young people. And I had traveled and worked in many countries. Thailand, I know much about. So we thought we want to find ways to bring some more knowledge and understanding of the future to young people using IT and internet. And when we did this, we felt that English will have to be a part of that too. So those are the two skills that we wanted to help people gain with our help and volunteer help. And with those skills, they would then be able to acquire more knowledge, various types of knowledge that we think is important for the future.
Yeah, I think this is very important, and it's important that to create awareness of this day, and also the skills is as we know that skills very important, and in order to help young people to achieve what they want to do or to get out of the poverty, they would need to improve their knowledge and skills.
So very much bridging knowledge and skills divide with young and underprivileged people. That is our mission.
So, like you mentioned that you use technology and internet. So, I'd like to know what role technology and internet plays in uplifting skills of a young individual.
When we started, Openmind Projects' first idea was to use computers and the internet for to young people isolated in villages and not getting the kind of education that their more privileged cousins or friends in big cities get. And we felt that IT and internet can really be one big bridge there, provided we help them to learn to use it. And by helping them to learn to use it, they have to learn to use a computer, they have to learn to search the internet, they have to be motivated to do it, and they basically need English too. So we wanted to bring them closer to the world by using IT, internet, and English. And we are not limited to not providing all sorts of skills of everything, but these are the two first skills we want to help them to acquire new knowledge about things that are important: climate change, future jobs, the influence of technology on future jobs, the influence of technology on education opportunities, etc.
And talking about how important internet and technology is, what role has Open Minds played in ensuring that?
Well, we said to ourselves in those topics that computers and the internet is spreading. Mind you, I come from Sweden, a country where kids started learning and using computers very early, and the government was really very, very much encouraging people to use computers and internet. And I was part and parcel of a big program helping actually unemployed academics to join and get into IT jobs of various kinds, from graphic designer to project managers to web developers, etc. So basically the idea was IT and internet can be a big help to young people, poor people, and it will spread. When we started, of course, there wasn't as much IT and internet available in Thailand, but we had a firm belief that it would be there and it would grow, and it is today. Today, basically when we go to villages along the Burmese border, Myanmar border, the kids are poor. but most of them don't have smartphones today. So I think we have been indicated that IT and internet can really be a great help, provided we make them motivated, inspired and interested in learning useful skills, not only chatting. And that is how we design our education in our programs.
We would love to hear your story, Gunchan. So if it's okay, can you share it?
I myself, I was joining the first project called IT in Isan, initiated by Sven. And so when I met Sven, after talking to him, I feel that so this is what I really want to do, and this is the way how I want to learn. And so I decided to create my study and join the project as the first IT coaches. So at those days, we avoiding to use the word teachers because I'm not a teacher, I'm not qualified teacher, but I know some basic what I can do and use basic of computers basis. And so yeah, that's how we start. And so over time, I found out that I learn more this way by learning and doing, and by training computer to young people in villages or helping groom young boys and girls at orphan home. And we work together with them. I learned together actually how to fix computer, broken computers and so on, because those days we can only afford like second-hand computer, which is it's not that powerful, and we use today and tomorrow it's something problem with it. So we have to learn learning by doing how to solve that problem, so how to fix it and how to take it all apart and install it again and so on. So it was quite fun. Yeah, I think that's how I learn and improve my skills actually.
Can I add to that also? Risha, when I started this program, I was looking for local talent to do the project. We didn't look for, or I wasn't thinking about volunteers. Volunteers came later because they came to us when they heard about us. And I was thinking, we would like to have local talented people to learn, and then they would help the other local talented people to, and that is how it started. I met Toto, and when he confiscated my very expensive bio, I understood that he was very interested in computers, even though I felt sorry for my computer. But then I told him, you should then be a coach. And we started with an orphan home. Some people in Nong Khai helped us and suggested we should do this, started this orphan home for boys. And Toto went there and he worked with the boys, and you learned, Toto, you learned by helping them, you learned more and more. And we asked the people there, those computers were not very powerful, but they could make PowerPoint presentations using English. And that was very interesting. And then the home for girls in nearby town Udon, they heard about us, so you went. And then Toto, you had groomed some of the boys to be quite clever. And so those boys came along to help the girls, which was of course quite popular for the boys to go to meet the girls, and the girls liked that too.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, actually one of those girls became our first trainee. And now she's working for an international company in Bangkok, traveling to the UK, etc. She's a very clever girl, and she's made a fantastic story. She's 25 years now. How old was she when she joined us? Maybe 18 or something. She's more than 25. I mistake, that is James. She is over 30.
Mm.
But when she asked me, He wanted a book for hackers. I didn't really understand what she said. I asked Toto. And then I realized, okay, if she wants a book for hackers, it means she's motivated. The key to learning is motivation. And we want people to be motivated to learn, first of all. And Toto's been very good at that. And then Toto, you can tell the third project from the boys' home, the girls' home, and the third project was?
Such project in my own village. So we, as see from the working model from the orphan homes, so then we want to test out in village how computers help kids to learn computers, and so then I bring the seniors boys from boys home as well to help me in village, and we select a group of young people, about 4 to 5 of them, and train them first. We train them, and then let them will be the one who pass on the skill that we train them, the knowledge about computer. And when we are not there in village, during the weekday, they will train another group of children. So we see that the patterns work very well. That we demonstrate to the group, and then let that person train another. So basically we try to create train the trainers.
We called it DED. I have a consultant background, and consultants always like abbreviations and stuff like that. DED means Toto demonstrated what he could do with the computer, and then he let the kids go to explore themselves, find out what they could do in the forest, and then when they discover, they learn. Demonstrate, explore, discover. And that worked very well. And it was also appealing to people's natural curiosity, rather than telling them, this is how you do it. And actually, Toto, your village led to what happened then as a result of the project in your village.
Yeah, after that we test out in my village, then we move on to a school, because one of the director from a village, my own village, she heard about the computer learning in village, and actually one of her students was attend a computer competition, like a computer class. How is that those they have a computer skills test contest, or how to using computer doing server tasks, and he actually got the won the second prize, and the school really proud about that, and that's how the school found out where that he learned computer. So then that's our first start about the school program. We discussed with school, and the school would need help for us to bring computer and help to train the student there at school.
And we got, as you said, second-hand computers, and with the help of people in Nong Khai, and later on the embassy, the Dutch embassy in Bangkok, we had got donated a lot of computers that we could distribute to this and to other schools and to the Burmese border, etc. So to spread it.
All the stories were so amazing. So you were basically talking about a chain reaction where you teach one, and then that one person teaches many, and then from that many you get another, that one person, the tutor, that goes ahead and teaches another bunch of students. So Steven,
Yeah.
I'd like to know, how do we create a balance between education and soft skills development for the younger generation? And how have you been ensuring that this balance is created?
Let me tell you, because we wanted kids to learn to use computers. That's a skill. And to learn to search eventually, and using CD-ROMs in those days. and we wanted them to learn English. That's also a skill. But if you speak English, but you have no knowledge about climate change, no knowledge about geography, no knowledge about biology, your English is empty. It's meaningless. If you mathematics is fun. I like mathematics too. But if you don't use mathematics to solve problems, it's just a hobby. So to us, skill and knowledge go together. You need to acquire some skill. Then with those skills, you can help other people to acquire the skills, but also knowledge, the knowledge necessary. Because with English or computers, if you don't know how to use it in a useful way, then the skill is pretty empty.
We tried as much as we can apply to in our learning training activities. Like at our training center, we provide scholarship for young people from Laos, Myanmar, and sometimes from Cambodia as well, and Thailand. And these young people, we recruit them from villages and our field project that we support. They come to our center and stay with us for at least 2 years. And during this time, we want to help them to realize what they can do and what they want to do in the future. Because coming from local village, they have very limited idea what they can do, right? First, when they arrive, we would just ask them, like, what you want to do in future. They would just say, oh, I can work in restaurant, or I can work in factory. That's all thing they can think about. And so so then we provide all these like IT and English skill. Along with that, we help to groom them to be trainers and a leader as well. So our activities, when we try to keep them like, we want them to find out what they want to do in the future about job or about others skill. So we will let them search, find out, learn about particular things or topic or issue, and then we want them to bring that knowledge to apply it in, like for example, like to practice that critical thinking. For example, to practice this skill, they will have to debate with their friend, with a group of their friends. And same with our camp as well, like learning about environment, for example, the global warming, so on. So we we keep a challenge to our students at the camp, and they will look for information online and learn about what is global warming and why it is this and that, and then they will bring this knowledge to present and debate with sharing with other friends.
So basically, the idea is, if you know about problem learning, we adapted problem-based learning to these local conditions with these kids, which means basically at the camps, for instance, we asked the kids about to find out about climate change, causes and effects, and thinking about solutions too, or technology effects on jobs, or technology effects on education and health and food too. They search in English and then they find knowledge. So basically, with the help of the volunteers, they improve their English skills, they improve their searching skills, and they gain knowledge to share with other people. They do it in infographics, presentations, and videos, and they share it online. So this is like the combination of skills improvement and sharing knowledge, learning, gaining knowledge and sharing it.
Yeah, and part of the training for our alumni, our trainees at our center, So before they finish the LEAP Openmind projects, we give them at least one mission or one challenge is to team teach together with our volunteers, and they will go to school and plan a lesson, teaching students, teamwork with volunteers and or with the local teachers, and they will also go back to their own village to pass on the knowledge what they learn at our center, like helping teach English to young children, or teaching computer skills to like a local guide or young people in their own village as well.
And not least, acting as role models, inspiring other kids. That is very important too.
That was legit, so amazing. And yes, like you mentioned, English as a language is important, and internet can be used for not only educating people, but also to improve their skills and making sure that it is relevant to the times. And the local teachers, the local guardians, how much important a role can they play in this whole procedure. So, thank you, Gwinchan. Thank you, Steven, so much. With this question, we have come to the end of the interview, and I cannot thank you enough for the amazing work that you've been doing.